Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well, and welcome back to another episode of SK's Xbow Guide, my new series that I've started on my two channels where I'm going to be going over a bunch of different Xbow games that I play, analyzing and breaking down the gameplay to hopefully teach you guys how to play Xbow Cycle like me. I guess that's the main goal. Like, I'm just going to be going over my games and explaining, mostly replays, but I definitely can change the format up in the future and just highlighting my thought process and how everything goes. So I just reached Royal Champion League on my SK555 account. On Legendary Pop, I'm like 5 off Ultimate Champion, so that's probably going to be a video pretty soon. But yeah, next episode will also probably be Throughput Xbow Cycle, guys, but this one is going to be another Queen Bow because I've just been having a lot of fun playing Queen Bow again. This is the deck that I got my best finish with, my 107 finish with the E-Spirit instead of Ice, I think, but ever since the Evo Knight and the Tesla, this deck's just been going crazy, I think, and whether it's Tesla or Cannon, there's just a very strong Xbow deck, and one of the best ones because Queen is just such a strong card, Champion, 3-card cycle, all of that. So anyways, hope you guys have been doing well. I've been doing quite well myself. My university starts tomorrow officially, at least as of the time I'm recording this, so, first day of classes is going to be pretty exciting, and we will see how it goes, I guess. Honestly, I think I'm pretty well prepared this time around, so I'm not too nervous. I'm pretty excited. And also met some amazing friends in my orientation camps already, so it's been pretty fun so far. Yesterday we had a C programming workshop where it's like an intro to C, because our first semester, I'm doing computer science for university, so our first semester is going to be taught in C, at least for one of my classes, intro to programming fundamentals. So yeah, that was okay. And then I also went to the gym today, and I really want to get more consistent at it because I always feel so good afterwards. Like, I felt really good, and just, it's really nice to progress and have goals and everything. But yeah, anyways, today's episode is going to be probably around 30 minutes long. We're just going to be analyzing these 4 games with Queen Bow. Again, the games that got me to Royal Champion League. Might as well collect my champion wildcard right now. We get the Monks, that's just 4,000 wildcards right there. Actually, I can get my elite level Xbow right now. That's pretty cool, I guess. Like, definitely coincidental, but we just got it, and I think that's a level up as well. Yeah, nice, level 55, perfect. This is like the perfect intro already, because I know it's pretty long, but I mean, I got level 55. Oh, Royal Giant. Oh, and I got Royal Giant Evolution unlocked. I haven't actually bought anything really on this account, like shards and offers and everything. I've just been getting, like, mostly from not even challenges, actually, mostly from the season shop. And I finally got my Royal Giant Evolution. I didn't want to buy this offer, because, yeah, like, I just didn't want to buy the offer. But yeah, okay, anyways, that's the long intro, but yeah, level 55, and just pretty nice start, I guess. But I'll be going into these games, so if you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Episode 2 will be on my main channel, so I think what I'll do is I'll alternate in the series between my different channels, so, SK555, SK777X, just my new channel. I'll probably alternate between them, so yeah, just letting you guys know, because I do kind of want to grow my new channel and just do fun stuff on here as well. But anyways, let's get into the first match. It's going to be this game against 2.6, and I basically won in the first, 1 minute, I think. So this is going to be like a mini tutorial on how to beat 2.6 in 1 minute, if they're bad. So, starting things out, give them the good luck, of course, as always, and then just Ice start things out. And level 13 skeletons, okay, honestly, that doesn't really matter, though. Under-level skeletons don't do anything, and here's a really big one. He cycles his Ice Golem early, so I know after seeing Skeletons, Ice Golem, Ice Spirit is most likely 2.6. And he's just spamming at the bridge right now, and I honestly already think this is really weird by him. Like, not the best gameplay, because he just went Ice Golem, Ice Spirit. I mean, Hog, okay, I guess Hog is not that bad of a play, but honestly, I think, this is just a really bad position for him. Like, we're even Elixir. I have a Knight coming down, so that's why I decided to go Xbow, because I have a Knight counter-pushing. And he goes for a real, look at this, guys, because basically what I was saying earlier, him cycling this Ice Golem early is huge for my Xbow as well, because you don't just spam Xbows in this matchup, but you do it so at the methodical time when their cycle is really weird, and this time his cycle was really definitely off, because, I mean, he went Ice Golem, and then just Hog Rider, Ice Spirit Hog Rider. He's 2 off Ice Golem right now, and he's not spamming. He should be going, Log Skeletons or something, because now he's screwed for this Xbow. He has to go, Cannon or something, but I think because he pre-cycled Muskie, he just panicked, and I got a lock, and then now my Knight's blocking, but I'm ready to hover my Ice Spirit, as you guys can see at the bridge, in case he goes for, a Ice Spirit to retarget. Now I just Fireball everything, lots of value there, so just a free, beautiful Fireball, free 4 for 6, technically. Don't be afraid to take Fireballs on Musketeers plus Ice Golems. By the way, here, very nice. I go Ice Spirit Skeletons Log. Look at this guy's beautiful defense of a Hog, 4 for 4, no Tesla needed, no getting out cycled or anything, and just Yeah, really nice. Plus he went Hog at 0. So I go Ice Spirit first so that the skeletons don't die to the Ice Spirit. And then the Ice Spirit jumps back and freezes, and I log last second to not let the Hog get a hit. So very nice defense, and that's going to be a good game. Like, this is literally GG already. From this position, if either Xbow or Hog is down this much damage, it's over for the other side. Like, say I messed up and I was down 2k against 2.6, I'd have 100% loss as well, like guaranteed. Because you're just not really coming back in this kind of matchup. And he's already, like, he also makes a lot of mistakes, I think, in this game, but, yeah, well, I analyze the rest of it, but that's the main, like, crux of it. You know, he just messed up really bad in single. I punished pretty hard, and then just really clean defense as well. Anyway, just Ice Spirit to hold that in place. Skeletons after the fact for the Muskie, and very clean defense. I've still taken absolutely 0 tower damage, by the way. Don't know why, but my opponent's, like, allergic to using his log or something. He hasn't gone for it yet. Like, all the good 2.6 players, they would be going for a log, like, just log cycles. Like, yeah, I just logged myself. And I'm back to Evo Knight, so I just go Evo Knight the back, I think. Actually, no, I don't let the Ice Spirit connect. I guess that's fine. Like, it's valuable. And then he just gives me another Musketeer. Like, this is how you know he's not that good of a player, because you never want to give spell value. And, okay, on that note, speaking of not that good of a player, this was, like, a really bad mistake by me. Guys, like, this is a really good idea by me, but just a really bad execution, so I went Queen and the Musketeer was able to hit it. So just really bad. I should have been more patient. I was just, you know, I really wanted to get my Queen down and take it out, but I should have waited like half a second more than Muskie would have been on the Evo Knight, and that would have been fine. But as you guys can see, my Queen dies because Fireball, Log, Ice Golem, Death Nova does kill a Queen. I don't even know if he went Fireball or not, but here also, by the way, guys, I know he just uses Log. That's why I can go for the Ice Spirit Skeletons. If you know they have Log and Cycle, then you don't want to go for the Ice Spirit Skeletons, or you can, but it's going to be risky. And now I don't know what he's trying to do, honestly. Like, he's literally just spamming his entire Elixir bar. He's obviously getting desperate. Like, this is a huge desperation play. So this is just, yeah, a really bad sign for him, and this game is over already. Like, I Queen to take the Musketeer out while my Knight's tanking. Notice I'm always doing this kind of thing where I even tried before as well, like Knight tanks for the Queen, and then Queen can take stuff out and get value. Here he goes for a Hog into my Queen, like just really bad play. I go Ice Spirit to freeze and perfect Expo timing. He has no Elixir for anything. He still fireballs, like he hasn't even given up, but he just loses because like it's over, and that was pretty much a perfect game. Like he literally got like 2 logs on my tower. That's the only damage he got, I think. Literally just 2 logs. And that's just honestly like a big skill difference. Like, I'm not even trying to talk too big about myself, but just how bad my opponent played. Like, that was just, you know, that's how you punish a bad 2.6 player. And this I don't want to talk. Actually, I will talk about this. This is a quick one, guys. This isn't even a guide. This is just a really unfortunate loss because I had a perfect situation and position set up. I'll show you guys like this tough one. Because I literally just lost to an accidental, like, misclick. So, you know, Goblin Giant comes down, I go Knight. And I guess this is the beauty of my SK's Expo Guide series, because I can just do whatever. I don't really worry about it. Like, even views. Obviously, I'd love to get views and stuff, but I just do this for fun, like, just explaining my stuff, and people actually watch, so it's cool. But yeah, just random intermission, guys. Here, it's the perfect defense. Like, this one was totally fine. Queen ability, and then Ice Spirit on everything. Like, really nice Ice Spirit. Doesn't hit the mini P.E.K.K.A, but thankfully doesn't get hit anyway, so it's fine. And right now this is already a really bad position for my opponent because he just spammed his entire bar. At the bridge, he has to respond to this Queen, and I have my Queen ability next up, so I go for the second ability here, and then that full counters the Dark Prince. And now I know he's solo on Elixir, I go for the Expo. I honestly was debating going Expo at 6, but I wanted to go Expo at like 9, just so I could go Knight in front, but honestly I think it was really good that I should just go on Expo at 6, that would have been better. But anyways, the reason I saved till I had like 9 is because sometimes if you want to go Expo plus Knight, you need to be at 8.5 Elixir or so in order to stop it. And rather have enough Elixir for the Knight at the bridge. But right now, you don't want a Knight in front of this because they can punish and you just want to play safe. And here, honestly, guys, look at this position, right? If I went Knight on the Sparky, I literally had a free defense, like freest defense of my life. Because that's a 3 for 3. 3 for 6. Mini P.E.K.K.A doesn't matter at all. Knight's already tanking for the Sparky shot. So I'll just go like late log, Ice Spirit, Skeletons, or whatever, and that'll be a perfect defense. But because I misdropped my Knight there, and I go like I have to try and defend this afterwards. Honestly, I should have gone the Queen ability. I could have stayed alive, but I was just struggling there because I did not expect to be in that position at all, and that was just, yeah, a really unfortunate loss. Also, at the end, like, I eventually give up because I couldn't break through any BMs. I mean, fair enough, he has a good matchup, but he only won because of that, so I guess I'm a bit upset about that. Like, I was doing very well beforehand. But anyways, next game is going to be Splashyard. This one's going to be a bit more of a slower one. I think it goes all the way 5 minutes, but yeah, I have like a 30-minute time allowance or so for this video because I have to go somewhere pretty soon, but we're doing pretty well on time right now, so yeah, Skeletons the back, you know, just starting out. I don't know what any of my opponents are playing. Obviously, this is just like neutral gameplay. If you guys play Smash, that's like neutral because I play a lot of Smash, or at least I'm going to. I joined my university's esports club as well. You know, just why not play Smash? I love Smash. So Knight the Back matches with his own Knight the Back, and then Knights are walking down, and yeah, just neutral, as I said, like figuring out what your opponent has. And then he goes for a Tombstone. Now, I'm not sure if I Xbow or Fireball. I think I just wait, yeah, because honestly, this is still a good situation for me. Like, Queen is taking out this Knight. He has to Ice Wiz, and yeah, I Fireball the Ice Wiz. So, in this matchup, don't be afraid to take Fireball value as much as you can, honestly. And this matchup is honestly pretty good. Like, you don't have good graveyard defense, but you have really good defense to everything he has, and good offense. Like, Queen is very good against Baby Dragon, so is Tesla, and you just have a pretty good cycle, especially with the Queen. So here I go for the Xbow. He just cycled his Barb Barrel, so good Xbow. Honestly, something I didn't really consider before, but it's a really good, like, cue to just go Xbow when they go Barb Barrel. There I go for that little trick with the Ice Spirit kiting the skeletons out of range, potentially. It didn't really work out, but, you know, it was an idea, because if you didn't go Ice Wiz in time, that actually would have, like, locked Xbow on a tower. Because you, basically, the way I play Xbow, I always try and go for those catching off guard, like, last second plays where you know, you get them like that, because if he wasn't ready for it, if he didn't go pre-Ice Wiz, it would have been a bigger lock, and there's like no risk to go in Ice Spirit. Like, it's a waste, don't get me wrong, Ice Spirit against two skeletons, I didn't need that, but it was just, you know, an idea. And this is what I was talking about, guys. So you'll see, let's see, that's one Fireball and Tombstone. I actually want to count, and I want you guys to count as well, how many Fireballs he gives me on his tower, because big mistake he was making, and one I was definitely able to abuse, which is he just gave me Fireball value on his tower every single time with the Tombstones. And I mean, Tombstone is only 3 elixir. You might think, okay, it's not that worth going for a Fireball on, but trust me, it is, because the damage adds up. Anyway, this is the Evo Knight doing its thing. I have my own Evo Knight to match, though, so it's not really a concern. Like, I try and bridge block, because I was scared he would go Graveyard, and pretty common trend. You just bridge block against Graveyard if it's going to be a scary push. And here I just Fireball the Tombstone again. He goes for a Baby Dragon. This is a really clean, like, sequence by me, because I just kite this Baby Dragon over into the Tesla. As you guys can see, like, that was just a beautiful sequence, honestly. And Evo Knight is almost getting a hit. It doesn't, but that was a really nice one, honestly. Like, cutting that into the Tesla, I really like that. So, and I just Queen the Back because he doesn't have a Poison in cycle. And even if he does Poison, like... And again, by the way, guys, I lost count. I think that's 2 or 3 so far. This is about to be 4. 3 or 4, like, Fireballs on the Tombstones for free. Literally for free. So I get another Fireball. You know, Fireball comes down. That Queen was almost on tower, by the way. I just Queen ability last second. And Tesla again for the Baby Dragon. As you guys can see, Tesla's doing so much work. And honestly, this is what I love about the Tesla buff. Like, it's actually viable again. And it's just so great. Here, again, look at that. Like, number 4 or 5. Like, he just needs to go for the Tombstone in the correct placement. Like, over here, anti-Fireball. I don't know what he's really doing. But here, I go for another last second catch off guard play. Knight last second and then log. And as you guys can see, he was not ready for it. I got a lock. I got like 250 damage or so from that. So I love, that's a big part of my playstyle, honestly. I just love doing that. And so defense Expo here, because I know he has Evo Knight in cycle, so I would keep the pressure up. But number 1, Evo Knight is in cycle. I count most Evo card cycles, by the way, because I think it's very important if you want to know how to counter them and stuff. So I deep bow here because I don't want him to be able to go for the Evo Knight push. Like, Evo Knight Graveyard is going to be very scary, and Evo Knight is going to be very good at defending a Graveyard too. Anyway, he gives me yet another Fireball and Tombstone. I honestly did lose count, but I'm just going to estimate. But you guys know for a fact, like, after watching this video, right, and I told you to pay attention to it, like, how many Fireballs he gives me for free on those Tombstones. Another one! Like, what is he doing? I don't even need locks anymore. I can just defend and take the Fireballs. That's kind of how I was feeling about this, because you have to remember, this Queen Bow deck, especially, is not like 3.0, and even if this was 3.0, I would still probably play this the same way. Like, Xbow is very much a 3 or a 5-minute game deck. Like, and again, like, I was considering just naked Fireballing tower, but he was so kind, he just gave me a Fireball. And now it's like, okay, I think it's just 2 Fireballs, 2 logs, and it's over. As you guys can see, this is how I defend Graveyards, by the way. Like, Skeletons, Knight, late log. It's usually how I do it. Here, I don't need a log, actually, because his stuff is all dead. So I realize now it's like, okay, it's 2 Fireballs, 2 logs. Let me just rapid cycle, and yeah, that's it. So just spam cycle, and GG. Like, that was nowhere near close, honestly. That was just a really easy game. Because again, I don't know how many that was, but like 6 Fireballs in the Tombstones. Like, just don't do that if you're a Graveyard player, and if you're an Expo player, you see your opponent doing that, take advantage of it. Anyway, next game we have this Golem. Very weird, interesting, like, Golem Evo Barbs deck. I think I have a hard counter. Honestly, this is the matchup where Tesla is useless, though. Like, he has no air card, so Cannon would be 100 times better in this matchup. It would make it even more free, but I still think this is a really easy matchup for Expo, because he can't kill a Queen on my side, nor can he kill a Tesla, or I mean, I guess, Cannon Tesla, same thing, but nor can he kill a queen. Actually, I don't know what I said first, but basically he can't kill a queen, and he can't kill my building. He has only like a log. So honestly, I see barbs first. I'm like, okay, maybe lava. I'm not sure though. And then, by the way, I do sometimes like cycle my queen first play. I think if you're playing cannon, don't cycle queen first play. I've learned my lesson, because if you're against lava, you're screwed. But if you have Tesla, you probably can, honestly, because number one, you force stuff out. It's really nice. Number two, you do just get to like force some fun situations out with queen and single, because it always kind of happens when I play it. And here he goes for his Ice Wiz. He's already back to his Evo Barbs. I fireball the Ice Wiz. I didn't know he had... I knew he had Evo Barbs. I wasn't really worried about it, though. But I felt like I could defend. Maybe if it went, like, Evo Barbs Graveyard, it would have been sketchy. But, okay, yeah, here, like, he goes for a pump. I'm like, okay. This is a play I like to do, guys. You might not have known about this, but if they go for a pump, and you don't have a fireball on cycle, and you think they might have like an awkward cycle, or they can't really defend your Xbow easily, you can try and snipe the pump with the Xbow. I do that against 3M sometimes. So again, I tried. He pulls out a random cannon, like the most random cannon I've seen. Like, this deck is so weird. But I just log it, and a lot of log value on the cannon plus pump. So actually really nice play, as you guys can see. And I actually, okay, I couldn't have won right here. I was gonna say maybe could have won with like Knight Queen the bridge. No, I couldn't have, because okay, the way I played it was good. I'm getting too like aggressive in my head, but yeah, that was also, by the way, went Knight there because it would have tanked for the Fire Spirit plus taken the Musketeer out. I could have gone like cycle cards, but Fire Spirit was a bit like throwing me off, so I decided not to. But yeah, we're perfectly even on Elixir right now. And okay, here I was literally on autopilot. Like, I was just listening to music, just chilling and playing. So terrible fireball, by the way. Like, don't do that if you're in the situation, because I already saw a pump. I should not have fireballed when he had a pump. And now I'm like, okay, oops, I forgot he had a pump. I was just playing on autopilot mode. So I go for a queen the back, and like I just don't know what to do here, so I just like kind of YOLO. Goes for a golem, and I can't. I'm like, okay, I'm so surprised it's golem. And by the way, do not Xbow opposite here. Never Xbow opposite here. Like, number one, he had a cannon. He could have let the Xbow lock on the tower, gone cannon. That would have been a free tower trade. I would have lost the game most likely, because I could have maybe defended this because it's about to be double, but that's just a free -3. Like, don't do that. Number two, he has a full pump on the board. So just in case anyone was thinking, like, why Xbow opposite or why not to a golem? Like, yes, normally that's a good play, but because of this pump, no, it's absolutely not a good play, and don't do it. Like, very situational always. So yeah, anyway, he goes for his Evo Barbs, and here I wasn't sure if I should get back to a Fireball or just, like, Evo Knight. I decided to Evo Knight because, like, Fireball kind of needed to be saved, I guess, for the pumps and stuff. And Evo Knight does okay, honestly. Like, Fireball would have been better, of course, but Evo Knight did an okay job. And here Ice Spirit just to make sure the Fire Spirit doesn't jump on everything. And I just Fireball. He gives me a free Fireball on the... Like, that was a bad pump. He could have placed it, like... I guess he didn't want me to give me Fireball value on both pumps. That's fair enough, but I do just take my damage. I don't go for any defensive Expos, by the way. Defensive Expo wouldn't be bad here, honestly, but... I'm just preserving my cycle so I can go for an offensive Expo at the right time, I think. But I don't even know if I did, honestly. I think this game was just, like, really clean defense against Golem for 5 minutes, so... yeah, here okay, number one, I have a queen down, so 3-card cycle is active, so I'm fine to Fireball that. And number two, that's a lot of Fireball value. I did miss the Ice Wiz, but if I hit, that would have been a lot of Fireball value. It's a bit sketchy now, but since 3-card cycle, courtesy of the queen, I'm able to just Fireball again. Here it's still getting really bad, actually. This is a bit of a sketchy situation. Honestly, probably just because I missed that Fireball on the Ice Wiz plus, like, Ice Wiz when I tried to hit Ice Wiz plus Muskie. But still, you know, I defend okay. And I'm down damage, but I'm not concerned at all. And notice, guys, I don't go for any impatient Expos. Like, I'm still just chilling. I go Expo opposite to the Muskie. He goes for a cannon. I'm like, okay, I think I have to let that go. I take the Fireball, and here I'm like, okay. I go... This is a big thing. I don't really know how to put it into words. Like, sometimes I play just thinking about stuff, but basically, like, opposite lane pressure is very key. And here, this Expo wasn't really to break through. Like, I just wanted to Expo to pressure, and then this Evo Knight would have gone crazy, and that's actually what happened. So, I Expo opposite to the Evo Knight. Notice he goes cannon, I let it go, and then I Fireball the Muskie late. Like, I go Expo first. If I was planning to just Fireball the Muskie the whole time, I would have, but my plan was to first force something out on an Expo, and then Fireball, because this Evo Knight's going to go crazy, right? And it one-shots the Muskie with the Fireball. He goes for a terribly timed pump, and that's going to be a big punish, so I notice instantly. I go for the log, pre-log, on whatever. I get 1, 2, 3 Evo Knight hits, and that's GG now, because I'm down a ton of Elixir, I'm down a full pump, but I'm very confident I can defend this again, because he has no way to kill my Queen, or my Tesla. And again, Tesla really sucks here. Like, this is the Tesla buff being clutch. You know, Tesla buff against tanks is very useful, like more hit speed, more DPS, but Cannon would have been so much better here, because he just couldn't kill it. And yeah, log cycle always, by the way, log on tower, like pretty obvious, and then just free fireball again. Like, don't be afraid to fireball on defense. And he goes for another pump, but I'm like, okay, you know what, it's triple. I'm playing queen bow, I have a 3-card cycle. I'm just gonna get back to the fireball. Don't know what he was trying to do with that, but didn't work. Just fireball. I'm still down a lot of elixir, by the way. That fireball is actually -1 elixir for me again, but it actually doesn't matter at all because I'm just able to defend this very nicely. Evo barbs are back, but guess what? I'm already back to another fireball. Fireball log. They melt. That's how you full counter Evo barbs, just fireball log. And I say good game because it's literally a good game. Like, Golem, honestly, is just a pile of rocks. Like, it's just literally just a pile of rocks that's not threatening at all in this situation. He just, like, this is exactly where I want him. He's spamming golems the bridge. Like, he's dumping his entire elixir bar at the bridge. Notice the playstyle, guys. Like, I'm just defending calmly. He's spamming his entire elixir bar at the bridge. That's like he's that's like what, 3 golems in 20 seconds at the bridge or something, or 2 or whatever. But I'm not worried about it at all. And this is the nice Tesla placement, 4 down, because he doesn't have like a fireball. So like just 4 down is fine. It'll pull any golem pretty much. And yeah, like that's GG. Very easy defense, as I said, because in triple, this is like, assuming I'm up damage in triple, it's like 100-0 for me, honestly, because how is he ever going to break through? Pump is useless in triple. There's no point going for a pump when there's only 1 minute left in the game. Ken is useless if I don't even go for any offensive expos. I can just defend, and like that's just free. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that's just really easy. So yeah, Golem, very interesting one. And then final game, guys, against Lava Hound here. This one might be a bit of a shorter episode, I guess, but that's okay. I could pause here and explain some stuff, I guess. But yeah, here, good luck, and this is the game for Royal Champion. So this game honestly looked close, but it wasn't, like, trust me. So he goes Lava at the back, and here I'm like, okay, Loki got starting handed. I would have loved to go Expo same time, but it's fine. I go Knight first, and then Queen. And this is something I just learned from Aragon. Like, I saw him playing Queen Bow, he does this against Lava Hound. Doesn't really Queen right away, so I don't either. Just kind of picked that up. And here I'm like, okay, I could go Skeleton, cycle back to my Fireball, but it's number one, it's going to really mess up my cycle. Like, Fireball isn't even in a cycle. So say I go Skeletons, then Fireball. Fireball's going to be 4 away, and I know he probably has Lava Fireball bait after seeing the Flying Machine. So, like, no, that's just not really a good play. So instead, I just let the Knight go, and then late Tesla to snipe the Flying Machine first. And this is a really nice play, because as you guys can see, I wait for the Flying Machine to walk up, I Tesla on it, and then this is just a very big fundamental in all Lava matchups, whether you're playing Thurpano, whether you're playing Queen Bow, or I guess mainly those. I could honestly say this works for any other deck too, but I'm gonna say just take my word for Expo, because that's what I'm best at. But yeah, like this fundamental, as you guys can see, Lava's doing nothing, Flying Machine is threatening, so take out the bigger threat first. Tesla takes it out. I go Skeletons to protect my Tesla, so that my Tesla will be alive, and actually just Expo with it. Expo also tanks 1 Lava Pup hit against the Tesla, and by the way, actually, this is actually good that the Expo, like, for him, that Expo locked on a tower and not the barbs, because if he locked into the barbs, he probably would have lost the game right here. Like, those barbs would have died even faster, and I feel like that was actually a better situation for him, that he let it lock on then with barbs. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it was. I honestly think it would have been worse for him if he let it lock on, because Expo would have been on the barbs, plus Tesla, plus log. Like, I don't see I would have stopped that. Anyway, here I just decided to scare him a bit. Like, okay, look at this, right? I have a Knight coming down. Honestly, even if I go Skeletons here, I think it's going to get no damage, but it might. Who knows? But he has a Lava. I don't want him to go Lava at the back when I have, like, this awkward cycle. I want to fix my cycle. So I go Skeletons. Like, it's a very easy thing to do, but it actually forces a threat. Like, you look at this as a Lava player, you are probably not used to, I guess he's probably used to like defending, I guess, against like cycle cards, but a lot of beatdown players don't really know like these kind of interactions. Even I personally, I think like this might get maybe 1 Skeleton hit or so, like max. That's about it. Like, I don't think this would do that much. If Knight was higher HP, it would be better, but for him, basically, I'm doing this to scare him, but the main reason is just to cycle back to my Expo, so I have Expo for his next Lava Hound. That's the main reason, but this is also like a fun little play where you can pressure in a Lava matchup. And by the way, like, he also didn't have arrows in the cycle. He went Fireball arrows on my Queen, I believe, so just very nice. He can't arrows this. He has to, he gets scared, he does, and he just goes Skeleton Dragon, so really nice. And here I go Queen, giving him intentional Fireball value because I don't really care. He does Fireball, and I'm honestly fine with that because, like, this is a really good position for me. Like, I'm up so much damage, we're even on Elixir. Notice I was actually down Elixir before that trade. Now we're even, so I kind of fix my cycle. Like, he goes Lava, I go Expo. Fix my cycle, fix the Elixir, and I'm just very happy with this position. So here, there's no point in, like, pre-cycling log. I just go Expo to predict the Lava at the back, and whatever he does, he has, like, no ground cards in hand, so he just Lavas anyway. And then that's just a nice lock. If he went Flying Machine, I would have Fireballed, so I hovered Fireball. I didn't know he had Eye Drag. But here I'll show you guys a fun little trick against Inferno Dragon. That's basically tower down. But I actually probably should have gone Ice Spirit on the eye drag. That would have secured the tower. But anyways, I Ice Spirit to kite it over, and then an Evo Knight to pull over this way. And very fun little trick against Inferno Dragon, or just general lava support. You can go for stuff like that, because this Knight's going to force a lot out. Like, notice he probably wants to fireball arrows on my queen, but he can't, because he has to defend the Evo Knight. And so here's a misplay by me. I go Knight, I try and do the same fancy trick again, kiting the Skeleton Dragons over. One does get kited over, but the other one doesn't, so honestly that was my bad. Should have gone Knight, like, same lane, I guess. And honestly, I was thinking, okay, maybe he goes, like, fireball arrows on the queen, but I actually realized, like, now in hindsight, he couldn't, because he's going to lose the entire tower to that Evo Knight right there. So, yeah, honestly, Knight should have been the same lane. Try to get the same fancy trick twice, but it's all good. Queen ability comes in clutch. He fireballs now that he defended, but, like, it's too little too late. I forced out the Evo barbs, and I just defend. He does go arrows, so, you know, he's doing okay, but I just pressure and force stuff out. So here I go, I Ice Spirit for the barb, and then Xbow, and he can't lava. Notice he has to eye drag first. Honestly, I could have gone Knight in front and then Queen. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I don't know, because I didn't take tower. And here I just start fireball cycling. Queen down, 3-card cycle. Skeletons will full counter Inferno Dragon, unsupported by the way, like pretty much full counter, so you don't have to worry about that at all. If they support it, then yeah, but as you guys can see, that's like one sizzle. And I know it's a good game. Like, I know it looks close, but it really wasn't, because I kind of set it up that way. But that still could have been a much cleaner game, I think, because number one, I should have gone Ice Spirit on that eye drag. I had to cycle back to my Evo Knight to kite opposite anyways. I think because he played it so inside, I would have been able to kite it opposite anyways, like without the Ice Spirit kiting it first, if that makes sense. Like just Ice Spirit on the eye drag on the Xbow, and then Evo Knight to counter or kite opposite lane. Number two, I probably should have gone for the second Knight in the same lane instead of going for the fancy Knight pull again, because it actually just hurt me that time. Like, it got no value against the Evo barbs. And yeah, I probably could just fireball the Evo barbs after anyways, but yeah, that was still a very clean game, very happy with it overall. You know, lava. This is honestly, like, I think this is a very common lava matchup going around right now. Like, I'm playing in that official Clash Royale tourney. You might have seen my video on my other channel. And I see this lava deck. I like Baller. I played against one of the Discord mods in our match, and he played well. Props to him. He's a lava player. He played a deck very similar to this, like Evo barbs, eye drag. I think he had Balloon and Miner, or I'm not sure, but yeah, this one doesn't have Miner, so it's honestly very easy. But even still, eye drag is annoying, and Evo barbs are annoying, so you should know how to play. And he also has fireball arrows for the queen, so be careful. But with the Tesla, you have a very good like matchup spread, honestly. Like, the thing is, Cannon is so good against like, I guess Cannon is better against like ground, like Hog, Royal Giant, Golem, stuff like that. But Tesla's better against air, like Balloon, Lava. And I feel like you can still beat Balloon and Lava with Cannon if you play well, but Tesla is just like, I love it. It's probably my best building in the game. Like, one of my favorite cards in the whole game as well, because I played 3.0, I played 2.9. Like, I've literally years of experience with this card, and since it got buffed, I want to use it. But yeah, that's why I think like this deck is going to be really fun to play. I might play either this or like 3.0 or Queen Bow with Tesla or Cannon, or switch between them for end season. Either way though, that's about it for the video, guys. Very nice 30-minute quota, hit very well. And that's just some nice Queen Bow games for Royal Champions. If you guys did enjoy the video, again, feel free to like and subscribe. Next video, I'll probably go for the global tournament, and then probably Ultimate Champion as well on my main account. But that's about it. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.